Good morning, boys and girls. It's time for math. Today's objective. We will use equal groups of concrete objects to create and describe contextual multiplication situations in which a set of objects are separated into equivalent sets. So what does this mean? Today, we will create a story problem where a set of objects is separated into equal groups. So let's take a look at our model. Like I said, today we will create a story problem where a set of objects is separated into equal groups. So here is our model. And remember, the word model means visual representation. So here I am provided a picture. So I'm going to analyze this picture and think of a story problem where a group of objects is separated into equal groups. Now, as you can see, the objects have already been separated into equal groups. But as I think about a story problem, I'm going to ask myself the following questions. What do the circles represent? So what could each circle that I have here represent? Now I notice that I have below my circles the label Child 1, Child 2, Child 3, and Child 4. So I can say that each equal group represents a child. The next question that I'm going to ask myself is, what could the yellow circles represent? I notice that each child or each group has 3 yellow circles inside. So I'm going to start thinking about what could the yellow circles represent. Remember, these are concrete objects. So I can say that these yellow circles can represent maybe brownies. How many equal groups are there? So I'm going to take a look at each group that I have, and I'm going to ask myself, are these equal groups and how many of them do I have? I see that I have 1 equal group, 2 equal groups, 3, and 4 equal groups. So remember, each equal group represents a child. How many total yellow counters are there? So now I'm going to ask myself, how many total objects or brownies do I have? Remember that when we are looking at equivalent sets, we can use repeated addition or we can use skip counting in order to find the total. So here I see that I have 3. 3 plus 3 is 6. 6 plus 3 is 9. And 9 plus 3 is 12. So I have 12 total counters. And I have used repeated addition in order to find that. 3 plus 3 is 6. Plus 3 is 9. Plus 3 is 12. I can also use skip counting in order to find the total. 3, 6, 9, and 12. 12 total counters. Now I'm going to ask myself, are my equal groups truly equal? Are my yellow counters shared equally? So I'm going to make sure that each group has the same number of objects. And I know that they do because I used skip counting or repeated addition when I added, and I'm only able to do that when I have equal groups. So yes, I have 3 in my first group, 2 in my second group, 3 in my second group, 3 in my third group, and 3 in my fourth group. So now that I have analyzed my model, I have decided that I'm going to say that each group is a child and each yellow counter represents a brownie. So I'm going to use that information as I write my story problem. So let's think of a story problem. Today we will be working with multiplication. Remember that for a multiplication story, we know how many groups there are and we know how many there are in each group. What we need to ask ourselves is the total. We need to find the total. So I'm going to remember this information as I write my story problem. Here is my model once again. Remember, I know that I have 1, 2, 3, 4 equal groups, and I know that each equal group has 3 objects. So I'm going to start writing my story problem. Ms. Gonzalez has 4 children. Remember, each child represents an equal group. I have 4 equal groups. Therefore, I can say that Ms. Gonzalez has 4 children. She baked brownies for her children to share equally. If each child got 3 brownies, how many brownies did Ms. Gonzalez bake? Remember, I know that I have 4 equal groups, which represents 4 children, and I know that each group has 3 objects, which represents 3 brownies. So each child got 3 brownies. What I'm going to ask myself is, what is the total? How many brownies did Ms. Gonzalez bake? So I'm going to make sure that this story problem matches with my model or my visual representation. Ms. Gonzalez has 4 children, which means that she has 4 equal groups. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Each child got 3 brownies. So each group has to have 3 objects in each group. So 3, 3, 3, and 3. So now the question that I need to ask myself is, what is the total? How many brownies did Ms. Gonzalez bake? That is asking me for the total. So now it is your turn. In Google Classroom, you will find 3 different models or visual representations that you will use to create your own story problem. Remember that you may go back and listen to this video again to hear how I created my own story problem to help you with creating your own. Don't forget to submit your work in Google Classroom. Have a great day.